It's like I just had a basic conversation of, did he need anything? Or did he have any questions? Was there anything he'd like for me to answer? Would he like to meet me later in the day?
Is that a common thing that you would do for someone who is newly incarcerated?
Typical, yeah.
Okay. And how did he present to you when you went in to talk to him about that? What was his manner of presentation, if you will?
Nothing out of the ordinary that I recall or that I wrote down. Just a casual conversation. Looks like he was concerned about somebody that was perhaps yelling on the same side of the MC area. Apparently I'd heard somebody yelling earlier.
Okay. Someone yelling for help or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I recall it, based on this note, maybe another one, he was, I believe there's some guy, some person detoxifying off of alcohol. So
Sure. When you talked to him, did he present to you as dismissive with a flat affect? Do you remember that?
Into the leading nature of the question.
Sustained. And sir, if you would pull the microphone closer to you, please, to make sure we can all hear you. You can move the microphone. There you go.
Okay. It looks like I did, yeah.
Hold on, there's no question yet.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
How did he present to you when you asked him had this discussion with him? What was his manner of presentation to you?
Looks like he presented with mostly a flat affect.
What does that mean based upon your experience and training as a mental health professional?
Non-emotional. So he didn't express himself emotionally in any way.
Okay.
So no anger, no sadness, no, just nothing.
Anything else that you recall about that encounter that stood out in your mind?
Not that I recall.
Okay. On the 31st of July, you had another, you had a conversation, I think, strike that. It looks like a conversation with someone from the jail staff, so I won't ask you about that. On the 31st, though, you did, again, go in to assess Mr. Holmes. Did you do that on that date as well, the 31st of July, 2012?
Yes.
And when you asked him how he was doing, did he respond affirmatively, or?
He did. He said, I asked him how he was doing. He said he was good.
Okay. Was he oriented ×3, if you know?
He was.
Okay, and what does that mean?
He knew where he was. He knew who he was, and he knew the date, time.
Okay. How do you assess that? Just by
I
asking?
asked those questions.
What did you notice about his eye contact? Did he make eye contact with you?
He had good eye contact. So in my, he just had normal eye contact with me. So when I looked at him and I asked him questions, he just continued that. He didn't turn away or just a normal conversation.
Did he or did he not at times look upwards and pause prior to answering some of your questions?
He did.
Was he talkative with you? I mean, did he answer your questions with narrative responses, or did he just basically answer yes or no to the questions you asked him?
I think in this particular case, there wasn't a lot of yeses or nos. There were some statements. So he answered in sentences, I guess, in this case.
Okay.